Hi everyone, I'm Renee Hastings. Welcome to part 2 of my video newsletter series on carbohydrates. Before we jump into talking about how to buy your grains and store them, I just want to cover a question that I got about gluten-free grains. So a lot of people ask me, is going gluten-free or eating gluten-free healthier? And that question is kind of complicated, but here's the simplest answer. There are people that absolutely have to eat gluten-free grains, and those are people that have celiac disease or gluten intolerance. Then there are those of us who can eat, we can eat wheat and we feel fine, but we're interested in that gluten-free lifestyle and, are kind of wondering what's it all about. So there are many, many different processed foods out there that are gluten-free, and those aren't quite healthy for you. But we're going to cover some grains tonight that you might want to think about adding to your diet, even if you can eat wheat. And those are things like millet, quinoa, amaranth, buckwheat, and those names kind of sound funny now, but the more you kind of learn about them and learn recipes, they're really helpful grains that can be added to your diet. So the bottom line is gluten-free diets aren't necessarily super healthy. It depends on what you add into them, what grains you add into them. So let's jump in and talk about what types of grains you can buy and how you want to store them. The most affordable way to buy your grains is what we call bulk bins. And those are available at places like Whole Foods. And for those of us in the Springfield area, Fresh Acres started to really expand their section. And what it is there's lines of clear bins, and they're filled with grains. They're filled with things like, anything from barley to rice to quinoa, everything. And you can go in and you can buy them at really affordable prices because you're not paying for packaging. So these are just a sample of what I bought. We have wild rice, we have red quinoa, short grain brown rice, we have some beans. You can get lentils, all different types of things. So you get home from the store, right? And you have your grain. We have some quinoa here. What you want to do is you don't want to keep it in this bag because bugs can get in there, just gross little things that you don't want in your grain. Either go to your local hardware store, you can get some mason jars, or this is actually from Salsa. We just cleaned it, took the label off. You can also use takeout containers. Those are great. They seal up really nice and you don't have to buy anything. So you get home from the store with your grain, and all you simply do is take it out of the bag and get it in your container. And what you're going to want to make sure you do is, if you're new to this and you're not sure how quickly you're going to go through your grains, you're going to want to label it and put the date on it, because most grains are good for about 6 months. So you want to make sure that you're switching out your grains, you're using your grains. So it's simple. Just get it in there, seal it up, stick a label on it if you're new to this and you're not going through your grains too often, and there you go. You can just put them in a cabinet, put them on your counter, and use them whenever you need it. The other great thing about buying bulk is you can buy as much as you want. You can buy 1 cup of it. You can buy 10 cups of it, whatever that may be, whether it's the wild rice or quinoa or whatever. So you're not, if you're venturing into this new world of whole grains, you don't have to buy this giant bag and then have it go to waste because you keep telling yourself, I'm going to use it, and you don't. If you want some easy, delicious recipes, you can go to hastingshealthyliving.com, click on free resources, click on recipes, and you'll find everything you need. So I'll see you next week, and we're going to cook up one of these grains, and you can see how to use them.